Do us a massive favour if you enjoy the content, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Is this Sunderland's biggest game of the season? Is this Lee Johnson's biggest game of the season? A lot of supporters are screaming for Lee Johnson's head, and there'll be a hell of a lot more if we lose against Ipswich on Saturday. A victory, then that could be the changing curve in Sunderland's poor run of form of late. Alright everybody, welcome back to another video. This is a match preview for Sunderland versus Ipswich on Saturday. Right, I'll talk about Ipswich first, and it's quite funny that with Lee Johnson and his very bad run of form, and a lot of supporters want his head, and me included. But then you look at Ipswich, in the first 10 games, they only won once. They only won one game in 10, and a lot of supporters were similar to Lee Johnson's situation, were screaming for his head, wanting him sacked, booing after the games, booing at half time. And it's a very similar situation what Sunderland supporters find themselves in with Lee Johnson. But the board stuck with him. And in the last 10 games, Ipswich have only lost one game. And I think that was against Plymouth, at Plymouth. So looking at it, they've stuck with him. In the league, the ninth, which is amazing considering where they were in the first 10 games. And they've played 17 games, 2 more than us, but they're only 4 points behind. We kind of count game in hand. Sunderland supporters should know that now, especially after recent games. We cannot rely on our games in hand and say, oh, well, we've still got 2 games on them, because you've got to win them games. They're not guaranteed points. You know what? Ipswich, with the quality they brought in League One. Last season, they brought in Fraser, they brought in Pider, etc., etc. And them players were arguably up there with the best players of the season last season. And so it's took time for Paul Cook to get them to gel. But now I feel as if he's definitely done that with recent victories, especially away. Paul Cook's got this team organised when they're playing away. They beat Portsmouth 4-0. They beat Wycombe Wanderers 4-1. And they've scored 14 goals away from home in just 6 games. So that's got me shitting myself at the minute. It was only a matter of time because they were really properly hardened League One experienced players. And so it was only a matter of time before he got them playing in the right way on the pitch, and he has done now. And now they're steaming towards the playoffs places. So for me, this game again on Saturday is absolutely monstrous for Sunderland. I just hope we can get the victory for Lee Johnson's sake, so then, you know, we can build on the confidence from the victory against Ipswich. I thought we were going to do that against Mansfield and Bradford, but that didn't get into plan. But for me on Saturday, if we can get a victory, any which way, shape or form, batter them or scrape a lucky goal, what was meant to be offside, anything like that, you know what I mean? I would take, as long as it's 3 points and they can build on the confidence, and then we can get into Shrewsbury away on Tuesday. Here's another interesting thing as well. Flanagan and Evans kept a lot of the Italian team very quiet, the likes of Insigne, Chiesa, etc. Chiesa, he is a top draw player, as is plenty of others as well. And it just goes to show you, with a decent coach, Flanagan and Evans are outstanding players. So we've got to try and get off what they've done against Northern Ireland and try and bring it into the league. I know they're really good, like, they are good players, because look what they've done for Northern Ireland. It's just implementing that in the league, and I hope Lee Johnson and his coaches can do that. But it's funny enough how a bad run of form coincides when that coach come. I know he did come in at about Fleetwood time, but you know, their coach for Northern Ireland has seemed to get wonders with Flanagan and Evans. So for me, hopefully we can bring that into the league. Yes, it's a totally different kettle of fish with the back four that Northern Ireland have got and the back four that Sunderland have got, very inexperienced and young players. And I do understand that, but I just hope their confidence is boosted and we can start them both against Ipswich and take that into the league. And this is a massive game for Lee Johnson. I just hope to God he can turn this round and get the victory on Saturday. The recent games, Bradford, were diabolical. Mansfield, were diabolical. Then you look at it in the league, 3-0 away. I went to that game against Sheffield Wednesday. That was horrible. We weren't really totally outplayed. They were just clinical, Sheffield Wednesday, and they took the chances, and Lee Johnson wouldn't change it. He didn't bring on substitutes, and the game went by. Against Rotherham, that was embarrassing because we were bullied off the park, and we have been in previous games, all the way back in my memory and recollection to Gillingham. Yes, we got the victory, but we were still bullied a hell of a lot in that game. He's got to change it up. I would love to see him go 4-4-2. I know I've said this in previous videos that I would love to see him change it up, but that's what I would like to see. The reason I'm saying 4-4-2 is because one of our best players this season, I'd say he's our best player, is Ross Stewart, and then Dan Neal a close second. But Ross Stewart, I feel as if he's isolated up top. I really feel as if he needs somebody up there with him so he can bounce off, so he can do the hold-up play, and then Broadhead with his pace can get him behind, because that's what we need to see. And in my opinion, I think that would work really well with Ross Stewart. He seems to get the best out of him when he's working in a partnership. He works his socks off. Even if Sunderland are playing very bad, he works his socks off. He comes back, he gets out on the wing, he holds his line up well, he does really good hold-up play as well as the holding the line. For me, I really think we need to get the best out of him, and I think that with the partnership up top going 4-4-2, we will say that. Like I say, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. Like I say in previous videos, comment below your score prediction and I'll mention you in the next match preview. So if you like my content, hit the thumbs up, it'll be much appreciated. I'll see you after the Ipswich game, and hopefully I'll have some good news to bring you in my match vlog.